Hi everyone, welcome to your practice. The one prop I'm going to suggest that you grab today will be something that you can use like a strap, belt, dog leash, tie, towel, scarf, anything you have at home. We'll set that up at the top of the mat and we will come back to it throughout our practice. This month, we are continuing to focus on strengthening the spine, and today we'll concentrate a little bit more on the upper part of the spine, so the areas around the shoulder blades and the neck. And so as we find a comfortable upright seat, and you can sit however you want, you could sit in a chair. If you are sitting on the floor, I recommend elevating your sits bones so that your knees can relax, so that your hips can relax, and truly find a way that you can allow your spine to grow tall with a relative sense of ease, not a whole lot of effort there. Start to shift your weight forward and backward. So you can start to feel this passing through the central axis of the spine as you shift forward and backward. And then see if you can start to settle in center, ideally where the shoulders stack about over the hips and the ears stack over the shoulders. If you like, you can close your eyes here. We'll start to bring our awareness to our breath. So bringing your awareness to your breath without controlling it just yet, just acknowledging that this is my body, this is my breath. Notice what it feels like to breathe in your body. And if you can, maybe start to take the air in and out through the nose. And then maybe start to take a little bit longer to breathe in and a little bit longer to breathe out. And we'll take about 3 more breaths here, just arriving into our practice. Checking in with the breath so that we can acknowledge a baseline for where we're starting today, and let the breath be the anchor, let the breath be the guide. We'll start off with a little bit of movement by letting the chin draw in towards the chest. Breathing into the back of the neck, the back of the shoulders. And then we'll start to draw circles. So you might take right ear to right shoulder, chin towards the ceiling, left ear to left shoulder, chin draws down towards the chest. So you're just making a full circle going in one direction. And take it as slow as you need to, and let your range of motion be guided by your body. Notice where you're feeling resistance, where you're feeling ease, and all of the sensations in between. And one more time in this direction that you're currently going in. And then once more, we'll pause with the chin towards the chest. And then start to draw that circle in the opposite direction. So if you're coming along with me, left ear to left shoulder, chin towards the ceiling, right ear, right shoulder, chin towards the chest. Continue rotating your head in this direction a few rounds. And as you do this movement, notice what's happening in the collarbone area, front of the shoulders. Are they collapsing forward and down? Can you broaden a little bit across the chest, draw the shoulders down the back? One more time in this direction. And then we'll come back through center. And actually, I'm going to have you pick up your strap, your prop that you're using today is your strap. And because we're going to do a lot of this motion with the hands holding the strap, I just want you to get used to it right now. So take this strap, pull it taut between your fists, reach the strap up and overhead, and feel what that feels like. So right now I have, my fists are a little bit wider than my shoulders, so I'm making a V shape with my arms. What does that feel like in your shoulder blades, so the back of your spine? What does that feel like on the top of the shoulders and the front of the shoulders? What muscles are you recruiting around the spine to pull this strap taut? And how does it feel in your shoulders? Just take note of that. Deep breath in here. Deep breath out. And then we're going to set that strap up at the top of the mat and see if we can remember that sensation, because we'll come back to it over and over again and add on different shapes in our body. Let's first start off by just assembling our tabletop shape. So spreading your fingers wide, get a nice flat palm on the mat if you can, and begin to articulate the spine, cat and cow. And if you would prefer to take something non-linear like barrel rolls through the chest or drawing circles with the shoulders and the pelvis, you can take that instead of cat and cow or in addition to. So just let this be a time where you explore your body and your spine. And a couple more moments here. So if you're doing something that has one side or one movement and you want to balance that out with an opposite, go ahead and start that now. And then let's come back through center, neutral, tabletop. Walk the hands forward, a whole handprint, so wrist are forward of your shoulders. From there, really root through your hands, engage your fingertips into the mat, tuck your toes under, and lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Here, relax your head, start to bend your knees right and left. So you can imagine here, or think back to that sensation of pulling the strap apart. It's a little bit similar to the sensation that we're looking for in downward facing dog. So use your shoulder blades, broaden across the chest. You're engaging your upper arm bones, you're pressing the floor away, hands are active. A couple more breaths here. You might start to settle through the heels, let them be heavy. Don't worry if the heels touch the mat or not, that's really irrelevant. Just breathing into the back body, warming up the shoulder blades is really the focus of our downward facing dog. Let's take one more breath here. And we'll inhale and come forward into a high plank. Lengthen out through the spine, feel the core engage, feel the quadricep muscles engage. That's the top of your thighs, right above the kneecaps. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Either stay on your hands or join me, walk down to the forearms for forearm plank. And you can always set the knees down to support that forearm plank. It's still a lot of work. So if you need a little support, set the knees down. In your forearm plank, see if you can keep your forearms parallel, palms flat, still engaging through the fingertips, just like you were in downward facing dog. Deep breath in, feel the shoulder blades spread away from the spine. Notice what that feels like. And then if your knees are still lifted, set them down. Untuck the toes, let your pelvis and belly come to the mat, find Sphinx. Take a deep breath in here, pull the heart forward, relax your neck, relax your shoulders, deep breath out. Okay, so you can see your strap there at the top of your mat. You're gonna go ahead and, it's kind of like a Superman shape, reach forward, pull that strap taut. You're probably gonna wanna make a wide V with the fist, tuck your forehead, let your forehead touch the mat, keeping that strap taut between your hands, and you can take your fist as wide as you need to here. We're going to lift the arms, lift the chest, and stretch the right leg up and back. And we're just going to go side to side with the feet. We're going to lift and lower. So lower everything back to the mat. Inhale, lift the left leg as you stretch the arms forward, pulling that strap taut. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the right leg, arms lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the left leg and the arms. And exhale, lower. One more time to each side. Good, and then exhale, release. You can leave the strap at the top of the mat, walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Press up to tabletop and then round your spine from here, find a cat shape. Rounding the spine, tuck the chin into the chest, find a cat shape in the spine. Pause here for a moment, deep breath in, deep breath out. And then we'll come back to a neutral spine, walk those hands forward, a whole hand print, tucking the toes, pressing the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Relax your head here. Let's take 3 more breaths in downward facing dog. All right, we'll lift the heels, bend the knees, walk your way forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, find a halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Really root through your feet, engage your core. See if you can keep a straight spine as you reach forward for your strap. Pull it taut, use your back muscles to come all the way up to standing with the strap reaching up and overhead. And I know you can't see my arms, but remember what we did when we were seated. Remember what we did belly down. Strap overhead, you're making that V shape with your arms, keeping the strap taut. Deep breath in here. And then exhale, bring the strap forward in front of the chest. So now wrists and elbows are in line with the shoulders, and we're still pulling that strap nice and taut. We're going to keep this as we shift the weight into the left foot and lift the right knee. Big breath in. Press that left kneecap back as you kick the right foot forward. Try to straighten out through the right leg. And then we'll shift the right foot back and wind up in a crescent lunge. Right toes tuck, and you might need to wiggle that left foot forward a little bit so knee can stack over ankle. Arms are staying the same, they haven't really shifted. Little bend in that right knee. Good. And then we're going to keep the arms as they are, but turn the torso to the left. So you're rotating the torso towards your left thigh. They're coming into a twist in your crescent lunge, still pulling that strap taut. Deep breath in here. Deep breath out, come back through center. Reach forward with the strap, set it down. Top of the mat, plant the palms, step back to high plank, deep breath in. Option to walk down to the forearms, forearm plank with or without the knees. Knees are still lifted, set them down. Untuck the toes, breath in, find Sphinx. And then again, we're going to reach forward. We'll find that Superman-like shape using the strap. If your arms are getting really fatigued with the strap, you can skip it and just pretend like you're holding it as the arms reach forward. Tuck the chin in, rest your forehead. Deep breath in, lift the arms, lift the right leg. Exhale, lower everything back. Deep breath in, lift the arms, lift the left leg. And then exhale, lower. One more time to each side. Inhale to lift, right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale to lift, left leg. Exhale, lower. Set that strap down. If you're still using it, walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Press up just to tabletop. Stay with me, round the spine, cat-like shape in the spine, tuck the chin in. Breathe into the space at the upper back where the shoulder blades are spreading. Come back to a neutral spine, tabletop, walk the hands forward. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Settle in here, relax your head. Keep pressing the floor away. Let your heel bones be heavy. 2 more breaths. In your downward facing dog, lift your heels, little bend in those knees. Walk your way forward to the top of your mat. When you get to the top of your mat, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Reach forward, find that strap. Little bend in those knees, press through the feet. As you inhale, find that halfway lift with a flat back, straight spine. Come all the way up to standing, reaching the strap up and overhead. Okay, you've been here before, you know what to expect. Strap's gonna stay taut between the fists, but lower right in front of the chest, so everything's in line, wrist, elbow, and shoulders. See if you can keep that. So you shift the weight into your right foot, lift your left knee. Just pause here for a moment. Press your right knee back, lift your right quadricep so that right leg gets super straight. And then see if you can kick your left foot forward. Even if that left leg doesn't get straight or very high, that's okay, you're still working. Weight's gonna stay balanced on that right foot as we shift the left leg back behind us, finding that crescent lunge. Adjust the feet as you need to. So you find the crescent lunge with the integrity in the legs. Right ankle is stacked right underneath that right knee. Little bend in the left knee. Big breath in here. Arms are going to keep pulling that strap taut as we rotate the torso towards the right thigh. So you're just rotating your crescent lunge from the spine. Come back through center. Reach forward with the strap, set it down at the top of your mat. Plant the palms, step back to high plank. Option to walk down to the forearms. Big breath in. Big breath out. If the knees are still lifted, lower them. Come into Sphinx. Breathing in, pull the heart forward. And then breathing out, we're gonna reach forward with the hands. You know what's coming. 2 rounds of our Superman. Hands holding that strap. On our inhale, we'll lift the arms, the chest, the right leg, stretch it up and back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left leg. See if you can keep the neck relaxed, the jaw soft. Lower. One more time each side. So really concentrate on using your spinal muscles to move this shape. Not the neck, not the jaw. I mean, yes, your neck is part of your spine, but focus on the upper back, okay? Let's release that strap, hands walk underneath the shoulders, press up to hands and knees, press into your hands around your back, cat. Tuck your chin, feel your shoulder blades spread, breathe into the back of your neck. And then when you're ready, downward facing dog. Let's take 3 breaths in our downward facing dog. One more time through this flow, a little bit more breath to movement, and one option to add on without being in a hurry. So mindful movement, let your breath guide you. Let's lift our heels, a little bend in those knees. Make your way forward. When you get to the top of your mat, inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Reaching for the strap, strong spine, press into your feet, come all the way up to standing. Breathing in, arms reach overhead. Shift the strap forward in front of your chest. Shift the weight into the left foot, lift the right knee. Extend your right foot forward. Extend your right foot back, soft landing, crescent lunge. Okay, now this time stay here, settle into your crescent lunge, arms reach overhead. Okay, so option to stay right here, Or with your left hand, you're gonna add this little bit of a rotation of the shoulders. Left hand's reaching down for the back of that right thigh as the right arm's still reaching up for the ceiling. So a little bit I'm starting to turn this into a twist and slightly into a back bend. So instead of rotating my torso over to my left, I'm rotating my shoulders a little bit, left hand down towards that back of the right thigh, right arm reaching up towards the ceiling. For me, I need a lot more space in between my fists to make this happen. Okay, one more breath here. And then if you took that option of adding on, strap back and up overhead, and then everyone strap forward of the mat, set it down, plant your palms, high plank. Option for forearm plank. Set the knees down, come forward into Sphinx for a breath in. And then just one time with our Superman here. One leg at a time, reach forward, pull the strap apart. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the right leg. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the left leg. Exhale, lower. Set the strap back down, hands walk underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, press up to cat, stay on your knees, round your upper back. And then let's come forward into downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Lift the heels, a little bend in those knees. Begin to make your way to the top of your mat. When you get there, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Reach forward, grab that strap. Little bend in those knees, press into the feet, strong spine, strong core. As you rise all the way up to standing, arms reach overhead. Strap lowers in front of the chest, keep that taut. Shift the weight into the right foot, lift the left knee. Really press down through the right big toe as you extend your left leg forward. Slowly reach the left foot back, soft landing and crescent lunge. Option to find that simple rotation here, or if you want to add a little bit of the back bend on, arms reach up and overhead. And then the right hand starts to reach down towards the back of the left thigh as the left palm keeps pulling that strap up towards the ceiling. So you might need to take more space in between the fist, more strap in between the hands to add that rotation with the back bend. Wherever you are, one more breath in. If your right hand's reaching towards the back of the left thigh, bring it back up towards the ceiling, let the left hand follow, and then strap forward and down, set it at the top of the mat. Plant those palms, high plank. One more time through this little flow, walking down to the forearms if you like, forearm plank. Coming forward and down into Sphinx. Reaching forward for the strap, pull it taut. One more time through our Superman locust variation. Inhale, lift up. Right leg stretches back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift up. Left leg stretches back. Exhale, lower. Release that strap. Walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Press up to hands and knees. Round the back one more time, cat. And then let's stay here for cow. Inhale, lift the heart, pull it forward. Okay, a little bit of passive stretch for the shoulders. Let's give them some love. We work them hard. So left hand, you can center that right underneath the face. Right arm, you can take it out to the side or up towards the ceiling. We're going to thread the needle with the right arm underneath the left armpit. Legs, they can stay in tabletop, or you can shift the hips back towards child's pose. Right arm stretching across the mat with the palm facing the ceiling. The left arm, so many different variations. You can choose your favorite. If you want to keep reaching that left arm forward, you can. If you want to bind, you can.
Deep breath into that right shoulder, wherever you're feeling sensation. And let the body get a little heavy here. 2 more breaths. Bring that left hand back underneath the shoulder. Press your way out of that rotation. If you want, you can inhale and reach the right arm out to the side or up towards the ceiling. And then we'll switch hands. So right palm center it underneath your face. Left arm rotates out or up. And then exhale, we'll tuck that left arm underneath the right armpit. Reach across your mat. Settle your hips into whatever variation you're going to take, tabletop or child's pose. Right arm, whatever variation you're going to take. But do see if you can start to get heavy in that left shoulder. As you settle into thread the needle. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Right hand back underneath the shoulder, release that left arm. Maybe it rotates up towards the ceiling once more. And then we're going to come onto our back. And whatever way you want to make your way there to your back. Hugging the knees into the chest for a moment, maybe rocking a little bit side to side. If you want to take happy baby from here, that might feel nice. And then if there's any other shape you're craving, feel free to take it. And the next few breath cycles, I'll give you the option of settling into Shavasana. You can simply stretch out on your back. You can take your legs up the wall. You can add any props you want. Let Shavasana be something that feels restful to you, where your body can completely let go and release. Once you've settled yourself there, deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, exhale the air out. Back teeth part. Tongue releases to the base of the mouth, tip of the tongue resting at the bottom row of teeth. Relax your gums, your teeth, your lips. Maybe close your eyes. You just relax all the muscles of your face. I have 1 minute here in silence in Shavasana, and then I'll call us out. Feel free to take more time, if you have it, to rest. You need to move on with your day. You can start to wiggle the fingertips, wiggle the toes. You can move your head side to side. Maybe a big breath in to reach the arms up and overhead. And a breath out to bend the knees and roll off to a side if you like. Making your way through fetal position to an upright seat. You can sit up nice and tall. We'll just take a few breaths, practicing 4-3-7 ratio, 4 count inhale, 3 count pause at the top, 7 count exhalation. We'll do 3 rounds of that. So let that rhythm be your own 4 count inhale, your own 3 count hold, your own 7 count exhale.
Settling into your seat, shoulders over the hips, ears over the shoulders. Begin to count your inhale. Count your pause. And count your exhale. Try that twice more on your own. Let go of any counting, any retention. The bottom of this last exhalation, let it go. Just let the breath return to normal. If you'd like to join me in closing out our practice by bringing the hands together at the heart and bowing the chin into the chest, we offer reverence and gratitude to all of our teachers, past, present, future, and to the teacher within your own heart. Namaste, yogis. Thank you, everyone, for joining me today. I hope you felt your shoulders, your upper back, your spine come alive for you. If you have any questions about that practice, please let me know. Tessa@tessatovar.com is my email address, and I love to hear from you all. And I hope you come back again soon. Take care in the meantime.